Butler Bulldog Bill here, and I'm just going to do a video on a book recommendation. This book is called Underdawgs, and basically it talks about Butler's NCAA tournament championship runs, the run to the national championship game 2 straight years. And it also goes over, before it gets to that part, it goes over the history of Butler so that you get a good picture of where the team came from, where the school came from, the athletic programs, and how they got to the point where they were playing for national championships. It goes over the histories of the players that were on those teams, where they came from, how they got to where they were. Also talks about Brad Stevens and how he got to the point where he was. It wasn't just something Brad Stevens got to happen out of thin air. There was a lot of work that went into it, and it started before Brad Stevens was there. Brad Stevens did not invent the Butler way. It was invented before him, and with each successive coach, it got expanded upon, and the team just kept getting better and better. But Brad really took it to another level. Awesome read. It's by a guy named David Woods. He actually works for the Indianapolis Star. He covers Butler sports. If I can here, I'm going to try to pull up. He's got Twitter. Like I said, his name's David Woods. I highly encourage you to follow him on Twitter. He is at DavidWoods007, at DavidWoods007 or 007. But he talks about a lot of sports, especially in the Indianapolis area. Talks about the Pacers, the Colts, even talks about the Indiana Hoosiers. But he follows Butler basketball. He's with the team a lot, so he posts a lot of stuff about Butler. He goes to all the games, and he gives you basically a bunch of updates during the game. He'll tweet what's going on during the game, whether it's home or away. Awesome guy. He wrote this book, awesome book. There's actually an original version to this book. It's not this one. There was one before that that happened after the first year they went to the national championship, and obviously he had to redo it when they went to the national championship for the 2nd straight year. So this is the revised version. I've had this book for about a year, and I got lazy and just didn't get around to reading it, but once I started reading it, I couldn't put it down. And if you don't know much about Butler basketball, you're going to be an expert by the time you get done reading this. Such a great read. And like I said, follow him on Twitter at DavidWoods007. Anyway, go read the book.